Good afternoon. Welcome to Lunch Bites. I'm Pastor Rich. I'm the lead pastor here at Lake Missionary Church. And we're so glad you joined us today. Sometimes we need to be encouraged by encouraging words. And God gives Jesus encouraging words in Matthew chapter 3. He says, "After Jesus was baptized, he went up immediately from the water. The heavens suddenly opened for him. And he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove, coming down on him. And there came a voice from heaven, 'This is my beloved Son. I take delight in him.'" And Jesus needed that encouragement as he was walking through this time. He was starting his ministry. He was baptized by John the Baptist, of course, and this was kind of the beginning of his ministry. And the Father told the people that were there, "This is my Son. I take delight in him." And sometimes we need to hear that too. We need to hear that from God, that we are his son and he delights in us. But sometimes we let our lives, our choices, the things that are going on get in the way of that. And we don't hear that voice. The world drowns that voice out. And God is constantly telling us that we are his beloved sons and daughters in who he takes delight. So when life is getting to you, when it's a struggle, remember that. But we also need to remember that we need to do a good job with that in our own lives. With our daughters or our sons, we need to let them know that we take delight in them. And there's so many times I can think back over my life where I've missed that opportunity to be able to tell my daughters that I delight in them. And I do delight in them. They are gifts from God, and they are joys to my life. So I think we all share that desire to be good parents and to constantly say to our children that we take delight in them. They will mess up, they will misbehave, they won't listen to us, they'll do all the things that kids do, but in the end we're still well delighted in them. And I just would encourage you today that, number one, to hear that from God, and number two, to share that with those in your life, that you take delight. And just to be encouraged with that, I just would challenge you to take that to heart, because God does delight in you, and we need to pass that on to those that are around us, those that are a part of our lives, so that we can do what God has called us to do. So just wanted to give you that word of encouragement today. Just a reminder, this Sunday at 10 a.m., Lake Live. You can check us out at live.lmcangola.org. That's where the live stream will be this week. Like I've said a couple times this week, we're changing platforms. We're trying to just find better ways to get the message of God out to more people in more welcoming ways. So I look forward to seeing you if you're in person. We look forward to having you with us this Sunday. If you're not comfortable coming out in a crowd yet, please feel free to stay at home. Check us out on the internet. One of the things I would encourage you to do is to comment. If you're watching the service online, comment, leave comments. What are you thinking? What is resonating with you? And try to make this more interactive. So I look forward to being back with you tomorrow, and we will talk to you then. Have a good afternoon.